Welcome to the channel. I'm SM, and if you're tired of kitchen chaos and sad dinners, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving into the world of one-pan meals. Maximum flavor, minimum mess. These are your secret weapons for busy nights, delicious, wholesome food all in one pan. We'll turn simple ingredients into something special. No need for a brigade of chefs. So, hit subscribe and join the brigade. Let's turn kitchen nightmares into delicious dreams. Enough talk, let's get cooking. Chop chop! First up, we're diving into the world of sheet pan chicken and vegetables, a weeknight classic that's as foolproof as it is delicious. This is the kind of meal that's perfect for busy evenings, lazy Sundays, or anytime you want maximum flavor with minimum effort. It's a dish that's endlessly customizable, but today, we're sticking to the basics to show you just how easy and satisfying it can be. Start with chicken thighs. Make sure they're skin on and bone in. Why? Because this cut stays juicy and tender, and the skin crisps up beautifully in the oven, giving you that irresistible golden crunch. Chicken thighs are also more forgiving than breasts, so you don't have to worry about them drying out if you get distracted. For the veggies, go for chunky bell peppers, wedges of red onion, and hearty florets of broccoli. The key here is to cut everything into similar-sized pieces. This ensures that all your vegetables cook evenly, so you don't end up with some bits burnt and others underdone. Feel free to swap in other favorites like zucchini, carrots, or even sweet potatoes. Just keep the pieces uniform. Now toss your chicken and vegetables together in a big bowl. Drizzle generously with olive oil, then season with salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, and a good sprinkle of dried herbs. Think thyme, oregano, or rosemary. The olive oil helps everything roast up golden and delicious, while the spices and herbs infuse every bite with savory depth. Don't be shy. Get your hands in there and really massage the oil and seasonings into every nook and cranny. This step makes sure every piece is coated and ready to soak up all those flavors as it roasts. It's a little messy, but totally worth it for the end result. Next, spread everything out in a single, even layer on your sheet pan. Don't crowd the pan. If things are piled up, they'll steam instead of roast, and you'll miss out on those crispy edges and caramelized bits. If you're making a big batch, use 2 pans for best results. Slide your loaded sheet pan into a hot, preheated oven. 400 degrees Fahrenheit or 200 degrees Celsius is perfect. Roasting at a high temperature ensures the chicken skin gets crisp and the veggies caramelize, developing deep, sweet flavors. Set a timer for about 35 to 40 minutes, but keep an eye on things near the end. When it's done, you'll be greeted by a tray of golden, sizzling chicken and vegetables, all glistening and caramelized. The aroma will fill your kitchen, and the colors will make it look like you spent hours cooking, when really, you just let the oven do the work. Plate it up while it's hot, maybe with a squeeze of lemon or a sprinkle of fresh herbs if you're feeling fancy. Each bite is juicy, savory, and packed with roasted goodness. You'll be amazed at how something so simple can taste so incredible. And the best part? Cleanup is a breeze. With just 1 pan and a bowl to wash, you'll spend less time scrubbing and more time enjoying your meal. No mountain of dishes, no complicated steps, just pure, uncomplicated flavor and a kitchen that stays tidy. That's the magic of sheet pan dinners. Simple, satisfying, and always a crowd pleaser. Ready for the next delicious idea? Let's keep cooking! Up next, we're making a show-stopping 1-pan lemon garlic salmon with asparagus. This dish is the perfect combination of elegance, speed, and health, all in 1 pan. Whether you're cooking for a weeknight dinner or trying to impress guests, this recipe delivers big flavor with minimal effort. Plus, cleanup is a breeze, so you can spend more time enjoying your meal and less time scrubbing pans. Start by choosing fresh, skin-on salmon fillets. The skin helps keep the fish moist and adds a lovely texture when cooked. Run your fingers gently over the surface to check for any pin bones. These tiny bones can be sneaky, so use tweezers to pull them out if you find any. Taking a moment here ensures every bite is smooth and enjoyable. Next, grab a bunch of fresh asparagus. Hold each spear at both ends and bend gently. The woody, tough part will naturally snap off. Discard those ends, then arrange the tender asparagus spears in a single layer on your baking sheet. This step guarantees perfectly cooked, tender asparagus every time. Now let's make the star of the show, the lemon garlic sauce. In a small bowl, whisk together melted butter, a generous amount of minced garlic, freshly squeezed lemon juice, a pinch of salt, cracked black pepper, and a sprinkle of red pepper flakes for a subtle kick. The aroma is incredible, bright, zesty, and savory all at once. This sauce will infuse both the salmon and asparagus with mouth-watering flavor. Pour the luscious lemon garlic sauce evenly over the salmon fillets and asparagus. Use a brush or the back of a spoon to make sure every piece is coated. This not only adds flavor but also helps the salmon stay juicy, and the asparagus roast beautifully. For an extra burst of citrus and a gorgeous presentation, top each salmon fillet with a few thin slices of lemon. As the salmon bakes, these slices release their oils and juices, making the fish even more aromatic and flavorful. Slide the pan into a preheated hot oven, about 425 degrees Fahrenheit, or 220 degrees Celsius. Bake for 12 to 15 minutes, depending on the thickness of your fillets. You'll know it's done when the salmon flakes easily with a fork and is just opaque in the center. Be careful not to overcook. Perfectly cooked salmon should be moist, tender, and juicy. Once out of the oven, serve the salmon and asparagus hot, drizzling any extra pan sauce over the top. Finish with a sprinkle of fresh herbs like parsley or dill for a pop of color and freshness. This final touch elevates the dish and adds a lovely herbal note. The result? A light, restaurant-worthy meal that's ready in under 20 minutes. It's vibrant, healthy, and absolutely delicious. Proof that simple ingredients and a single pan can create something truly special. Let's keep going and see what's next. Grab your skillet, it's time for sausage and peppers. Use good Italian sausage, brown them well for maximum flavor. Remove sausages, then sauté sliced bell peppers and onions in the same pan. Scrape up the fond for extra taste. Add sliced garlic, cook briefly, then return sliced sausages to the pan. Stir everything together. Look at those colors. Add a splash of white wine or crushed tomatoes if you want it saucy. Simmer to meld flavors, season with salt, pepper, and oregano. Serve hot, on bread, polenta, or pasta. One skillet, big flavor, zero excuses. Next dish. Ready for a game changer? One pot pasta primavera. Put dry pasta and spring veggies, like asparagus, peas, tomatoes, zucchini, straight into a pot. Add garlic, butter, salt, and red pepper flakes. Pour in just enough broth or water to cover. Bring to a boil, then simmer, stirring often. Pasta cooks, veggies soften, and a creamy sauce forms, no cream needed. When pasta's al dente, stir in parmesan and lemon juice. Finish with fresh herbs, creamy, veggie-packed, and all in one pot. Less mess, more deliciousness. Let's go healthy. 1 pan Mexican quinoa. Rinse quinoa well, then sauté onion and garlic in a skillet. Add chili powder, cumin, smoked paprika, and oregano. Toast the spices. Stir in quinoa, toast briefly, then add broth, black beans, corn, and diced tomatoes with chilies. Bring to a boil, cover and simmer until quinoa is tender. Let it rest, then fluff with a fork. Finish with cilantro and lime juice. Top with avocado, yogurt, or cheese if you like. It's hearty, colorful, and packed with flavor. Healthy never tasted this good. Well done! Time for shakshuka. Eggs poached in spicy tomato pepper sauce. Sauté onion, bell pepper, and chili and olive oil until soft. Add cumin, smoked paprika, coriander, let the spices bloom. Stir in garlic, then a can of whole tomatoes, crush them in the pan. Simmer until thickened, season well. Make wells in the sauce, crack in eggs. Cover and cook until whites are set, yolks runny. Finish with fresh herbs and crumbled feta. Serve straight from the pan with crusty bread. Dip that bread, don't skip it. Pure comfort, one pan. For our grand finale, we're making a dish that's sure to become a weeknight favorite. 1 pan teriyaki chicken and rice. Imagine a meal that's not only bursting with flavor, but also saves you time and effort, all while using just a single pan. This recipe is perfect for busy nights when you want something delicious, comforting, and homemade, but don't want to deal with a pile of dishes afterward. Start by marinating juicy chicken thigh pieces in a simple yet powerful blend of soy sauce, freshly minced garlic, and grated ginger. Let the chicken soak up all those savory, aromatic flavors for at least 15 minutes, longer if you have the time. This step is key to making the chicken extra tender and deeply flavorful, so don't skip it. Next, heat up a large skillet or sauté pan over medium-high heat and drizzle in some fragrant sesame oil. Sear the marinated chicken pieces until they're golden brown on both sides, locking in all that flavor. Once browned, remove the chicken from the pan and set it aside for now. Don't worry, it'll be back soon. In the same pan, add a bit more garlic and ginger, letting them sizzle until fragrant. Then, pour in your rinsed rice, jasmine or long grain works best, and toast it for a minute or two. This step gives the rice a subtle, nutty flavor and helps it stay fluffy as it cooks. Now, pour in a generous splash of chicken broth along with your favorite teriyaki sauce. The broth will help the rice cook evenly, while the teriyaki sauce infuses every grain with that signature sweet and savory taste. Bring everything to a gentle boil, stirring to make sure nothing sticks to the bottom. Carefully nestle the brown chicken pieces back into the pan, making sure they're partially submerged in the liquid. Cover the skillet with a tight-fitting lid and reduce the heat to low. Let it all simmer together for about 18 to 20 minutes, or until the rice is perfectly tender and the chicken is cooked through. Once the rice is cooked, turn off the heat and let the pan rest, covered, for about 5 minutes. This resting time allows the flavors to meld and the rice to finish steaming. Then, sprinkle a generous handful of frozen mixed vegetables, like peas, carrots, and corn, right on top of the hot rice and chicken. Cover the pan again, and let the residual heat steam the veggies until they're just tender and vibrant, about 3 to 5 minutes. Once everything is perfectly cooked, give the whole dish a good stir so the chicken, rice, and veggies are evenly combined and coated in that glossy teriyaki sauce. For the finishing touch, sprinkle over some toasted sesame seeds and a handful of freshly sliced green onions. These simple garnishes add a pop of color and a burst of fresh flavor that really takes the dish to the next level. Serve your one-pan teriyaki chicken and rice straight from the skillet for a family-style meal that's sure to impress. It's better than takeout, faster, healthier, and packed with flavor. Plus, cleanup is a breeze. With this easy recipe, there are no more excuses for boring dinners. You've got this. Delicious homemade meals are just a pan away. That's a wrap! 7 one-pan meals to transform your weeknight dinners. You've got the tools, recipes, and confidence. No more boring meals. Tell me your favorite one-pan meal in the comments. Like, subscribe, and join our community of smart cooks. Now get out there and cook something delicious. Well done!